Yankees fans, let's talk about one of the brightest sparks we've seen in pinstripes this season, because the buzz around Jazz Chisholm just keeps getting louder. From the very beginning of the year, he's been playing with that mix of swagger and consistency that every great Yankee has had at some point in their career. It is not just about putting up numbers, although his stats are more than impressive, but about the way he plays the game, the way he carries himself, and the way he makes the atmosphere inside Yankee Stadium feel electric whenever he steps onto the field. You can see it in the way the crowd leans in when he comes up to the plate. You can hear it in the way the dugout gets louder when he's on base. And you can sense it in how opposing pitchers look a little less comfortable when he's in the box. Jazz has become one of those players who makes every single inning feel like something special might happen, and that is not easy to find. What makes this story even more intriguing is that Jazz himself has been very open about his desire to stay in New York. We have seen players come through the Bronx before who were hesitant, who maybe felt the pressure was too much, who thought the spotlight was too bright. But Jazz? He embraces it. He thrives in it. He recently said that he doesn't want to leave New York, that if you've ever played here, you'd never want to walk away, and that right there speaks volumes. That kind of attitude resonates with fans because Yankees fans, more than anyone, can spot when someone truly bleeds for the pinstripes. And when a player openly says he wants to be here, that he wants to build his career in this city, it creates an instant connection between him and the people in the stands. Look at the numbers he has put together this season. 30 home runs, more than 30 stolen bases, 77 runs batted in, and a batting average hovering around .242. That puts him in the exclusive 30-30 club, a milestone that only a handful of Yankees have ever reached. We're talking about names like Bobby Bonds and Alfonso Soriano, and now Jazz Chisholm gets to stand alongside them in history. That is rare air. It is one thing to be a power hitter in New York. It is another thing to bring speed and aggressiveness on the bases, and Jazz is doing both at a high level. Every time he steps onto the field, there's a chance he changes the game in multiple ways. He can launch one into the right field bleachers. He can swipe second base. He can make a defensive play that flips momentum. He is a multidimensional threat, and that is exactly the kind of player that thrives under the bright lights of October baseball. But beyond the numbers, what makes Jazz stand out is his presence. You talk to his teammates, and they'll tell you how much of a difference he makes in the clubhouse. He's not just about his own stats. He's always quick to lift up the guys around him. He's praised Aaron Judge as one of the best players he has ever shared a field with. He's highlighted how Anthony Volpe and Ryan McMahon bring balance to the infield with both defensive skills and offensive firepower. He's gone out of his way to credit Cody Bellinger for being a veteran presence who keeps the team grounded. That kind of leadership, especially from a younger star, cannot be overlooked. It shows maturity, it shows respect for the team, and it shows that Jazz sees himself not just as a performer, but as part of a larger brotherhood wearing the Yankee uniform. And the fans? They feel it too. They've already watched him deliver big moments against rivals like the Red Sox. They've seen him hit home runs that swing the momentum of an entire series. They've seen him swipe bags and turn singles into runs. And most importantly, they've seen him point to the dugout, rallying his teammates, embracing the noise of the Bronx, and making it clear that he wants the pressure. Because in New York, pressure is a constant. The Yankees are not just another Major League Baseball team. They are the team. With 27 championships, with a legacy of names that every baseball fan knows, the Yankees always have a target on their backs. And Jazz doesn't just accept that. He seems to want it. He speaks confidently, sometimes even boldly, about the team's chances. He has said things that put a spotlight on the Yankees, statements that could be seen as cocky by some, but in reality, it's the type of fire that fuels a clubhouse. You want someone who isn't afraid to say, yes, we are the Yankees, yes, we are chasing a championship, and yes, we're not hiding from anyone. That confidence has a ripple effect. Fans start to believe even more. Teammates start to feed off that energy. And opponents? They hear it too, and it gets under their skin. Jazz understands that playing for the Yankees means carrying that weight, carrying that attention, and he has done it without flinching. He has handled the spotlight with poise while still producing at a high level, and that combination is rare. Of course, The big question that lingers is whether the Yankees front office will commit to him long-term. Brian Cashman has some tough choices to make this offseason with several players on expiring deals. Cody Bellinger, Trent Grisham, and Jazz Chisholm are all looking to prove themselves in October, and the playoffs are where reputations are cemented. We know how much postseason heroics can shape a career in New York. One big October can turn a player into a legend, and for Jazz, this is the perfect stage to show just how valuable he is. Fans already love him. His numbers speak for themselves, and his personality is tailor-made for this city. The only thing left is to see if he can carry that production deep into the playoffs, past the wild card, past the division and championship series, and hopefully back to the World Series stage. Jazz himself has talked about how being in New York has boosted his career. He mentioned how the winning atmosphere, the mentality of the front office, the dedication of the training staff, and the hunger of his teammates have all elevated his game. That is exactly the kind of player you want representing the Yankees, someone who not only benefits from the culture, but also adds to it. He feels honored to wear the pinstripes, and you can see in the way he plays every night. As the postseason approaches, everything becomes magnified in New York, and Jazz Chisholm knows it better than most. Every at-bat, every steal, every defensive play carries the weight of expectations not just from the team, but from the city itself. Yankee Stadium is more than a ballpark. It is a stage where history has been written, where legends are made, and where every fan expects nothing less than excellence. Jazz is stepping into that environment with a confidence that is rare for a player at his age, and it shows in the way he handles high-pressure situations. Whether it is a close game in the ninth inning or a pivotal matchup against a long-standing rival like the Boston Red Sox, Jazz does not shy away from the moment. Instead, he embraces it, understanding that this is the type of challenge that separates great players from all-time greats. His presence on the field inspires those around him, pushing teammates to elevate their own performances, and that is the hallmark of a true leader. One of the things that stands out about Jazz is the combination of skill and fearlessness. He is equally dangerous at the plate and on the bases. Opposing pitchers have to account for his power, his speed, and his instincts, and that multidimensional threat changes the way games are played. In a league where specialization is common, Jazz refuses to be pigeonholed. He can swing for the fences with authority, but he can also bunt, run, and create pressure on the defense in ways that few players can. This versatility makes him invaluable not just for the Yankees lineup, but for the strategy in big moments. Managers know that when Jazz is on base, every play has the potential to change the outcome, and that kind of unpredictability keeps opponents constantly on edge. It is the kind of dynamic that can carry a team deep into October, and it is exactly what the Yankees need if they hope to compete for another championship. Beyond his on-field abilities, Jazz brings an infectious energy to the clubhouse. He is a player who visibly enjoys being part of the team, and his enthusiasm is contagious. Young players look up to him, veterans appreciate his work ethic, and the camaraderie he fosters helps maintain a positive environment even when the season is long and grueling. He publicly praises his teammates, highlighting both the offensive and defensive talents of the infield and pointing out the leadership of players like Cody Bellinger. This is not just talk, it is backed by actions. He supports his teammates during slumps, celebrates their successes, and consistently puts the team's interests above his own, which is the type of mentality that keeps a franchise focused on winning. In New York, where every comment, every gesture, and every interview is dissected by the media and fans alike, having a player who can handle scrutiny while remaining a team-first contributor is priceless. Jazz has shown that he can do exactly that. As the postseason nears, the stakes grow higher, and Jazz's role becomes even more critical. This is the time when contracts are weighed, legacies are considered, and the future of a player's career can be shaped in just a few games. For Jazz, this is not just an opportunity to showcase his talent, but a chance to solidify his place in Yankees history. He is on a contract year, and the playoffs offer a platform to demonstrate his value to the organization in the most visible way possible. Fans, front office executives, and teammates alike are watching, and his performance now could influence not only his immediate future, but the long-term plans of the franchise. It is a situation that could be high pressure for many players, but Jazz thrives in these moments. He has the combination of skill, confidence, and experience to rise to the occasion, and that makes him a unique asset for New York. The impact of Jazz extends beyond the diamond as well. He understands the symbolic weight of being a Yankee. This team is not just measured by wins and losses, but by its legacy, its history, and its cultural significance. Every time Jazz steps on the field, he represents not only himself, but the countless players who have worn pinstripes before him and the millions of fans who invest their hearts in this team. He has openly expressed how playing for the Yankees has elevated his career, how the winning mentality, the organizational focus, and the competitive atmosphere have pushed him to grow as a player. That awareness adds depth to his performances because he recognizes the responsibility he carries and the opportunities that come with it. It is rare to find a player who combines personal ambition with respect for the team's culture, and Jazz has managed to strike that balance perfectly. Looking at his numbers and his trajectory, it is clear that Jazz is entering a period where he could define his career. Joining the exclusive 30-30 club, achieving milestones that only a select few have reached, and performing consistently at a high level have already set him apart. But the postseason offers a different challenge, a stage where legends are made and where heroes are remembered for decades. Jazz has the chance to leave his mark not just statistically, but emotionally, by creating moments that fans will recall for years. Whether it is a clutch home run, a daring steal, or a defensive play that shifts the momentum of a playoff game, he has the tools and the mindset to deliver in these critical situations. That is exactly what makes this moment in his career so exciting. The Yankees, on their end, face important decisions as well. With players like Cody Bellinger and Trent Grisham also on the roster and in pivotal contract years, the team's strategy will hinge on how these athletes perform in high-pressure scenarios. A strong postseason showing could solidify not only Jazz's place in New York, but also influence the organization's decisions regarding future contracts and team composition. Executives have to consider not just talent and production, but leadership, resilience, and the ability to thrive under the intense scrutiny that comes with playing in New York. Jazz checks every one of those boxes. He delivers on the field, supports his teammates, embraces the pressure, and represents the Yankees with pride and passion. As fans, it is impossible not to get caught up in the excitement surrounding Jazz. Every game feels like an event, every at-bat carries potential drama, and every stolen base adds to the narrative of a player who is shaping his legacy in real time. This is the kind of story that defines a season and captures the imagination of a city. Jazz Chisholm is not just playing baseball. He is building a career, inspiring teammates, energizing fans, and contributing to the legacy of one of the most iconic franchises in sports history. The postseason will be the ultimate test, and if he continues on his current trajectory, he has the chance to cement himself as one of the most memorable Yankees of his generation, someone who left an indelible mark both statistically and culturally on the team and the city he represents. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwave through the American League, whispers are spreading like wildfire. Julio Rodriguez, the young phenom who has been dazzling fans with his bat and glove, might be heading to the New York Yankees. Sources close to the front office suggest that talks are heating up, and although nothing is official, the mere rumor has already caused a stir among players, analysts, and fans alike. Rodriguez, known for his incredible power at the plate and electrifying speed in the outfield, has been linked to several teams over the past months, but the Yankees' rumored interest seems to have reached a fever pitch. Imagine the impact of pairing one of baseball's brightest stars with a franchise that lives and breathes championship pedigree. Yesterday's gossip could very well become tomorrow's reality. Insiders suggest that the Yankees are exploring every angle, from blockbuster trades to creative contract structures, all in the hope of luring the young superstar to the Bronx. Other American League teams are reportedly bracing themselves for a potential shakeup, as Rodriguez's arrival could instantly tilt the balance of power. The rumor alone has already sparked debates on sports talk shows, with fans and pundits speculating whether this will be a game-changing move or just another headline. Meanwhile, social media is ablaze. Clips of Rodriguez's spectacular plays are circulating with captions like, "New York ready?" and "The Bronx is about to roar," showing just how much excitement the possibility has generated. Even veteran players in the league are reportedly reacting, some with envy, others with anticipation, all acknowledging the undeniable talent of the 22-year-old outfielder. While the Yankees have remained tight-lipped, the speculation continues to dominate conversations across the league. Could this be the beginning of a new era for one of baseball's most storied franchises? Or is it just another rumor destined to fade away? For now, fans can only watch, wait, and imagine the fireworks that might light up Yankee Stadium if Julio Rodriguez truly dons the pinstripes. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.